What is going on, YouTube? This is another Friday blog. I hope you guys are enjoying the rest of your awesome week. And boy, a lot of things have been happening for the past week. As you may know, my little sister, who has been living with us since my nephew was born, has decided that it's time for her to move to her new home, to her new life. So she's living with her boyfriend now. So I get to have my house to myself, so I get to have and hang out with my dog. Unfortunately, I'm the only one home today because my dog's out rooming this morning, so they won't be back for about an hour or so. But anyway, I'm just hanging out in my living room, and I'm watching one of my other favorite shows that I really liked, that I've started watching many years ago, and I'm watching Ghost Adventures. And I'm watching the Halloween special. It's the second time I've seen the episode this is my second time. Oh my gosh, it is awesome. It's a Halloween special from about last weekend, and it's pretty cool. It's a 2-hour event, and I couldn't watch it on Halloween, so I missed it, but I'm watching it again. But anyway, I'm just hanging in my living room, just trying out my new shirt. So just waiting out for my mom to get home, and then I I'm probably gonna go in my room and probably just play games and watch TV for a while until dinner time. So, but yeah, a lot has happened. That last week was one of the awesomest one of the most incrediblest racing I have ever seen in NASCAR. And I don't know if you probably heard about this, but I heard that Kenseth purposely wrecked Lagano when Lagano was the leader, and because of that, they told that Kenseth was suspended from this weekend in Texas to Phoenix, and then he'll be back in Homestead, because this crap all started back in and talk and about when Logano spun out Kenseth and cheated and spun him out and took the checkered flag, and went on to win all three races in round two. And that's actually kind of like a pathetic race car driver. What kind of an idiot would do such a thing like that? But I'm glad Kenseth paid Logano back, because Kenseth paying Logano back because Logano deserved it. I mean, he's done enough winning, and I don't respect Logano. I mean, I don't. If Logano is just gonna start acting like a spoiled little asshole of a race car driver, then why should he get paid for what he's doing? I mean, that's the thing, Logano started racing in the Sprint Cup back in 2009, taking over for Tony Stewart. And then his mentor, Tony Stewart, gave him the 20 ride while Stewart was owning his own new race team. And then about a few years later, Logano had a feud with Tony Stewart. That was back in Auto Club back in 2013. And now 2 years later, the same thing. Only this time it's with Kenseth, which is Logano's old ride before he was released from Joe Gibbs Racing. So, I think Logano should start, racing like a guy. But he's just driving like a kid. I mean, what kind of an idiot race car driver would spin out Matt Kenseth and win the race? I think Logano deserved for what he did back in Martinsville. I'm not saying I don't want all the Logano fans to be upset, but I'm just saying I think Logano should be banned from racing for wrecking Matt Kenseth. And then, to make matters worse, Logano was was the dominant all three races, like I said before. And to tell you the truth, I don't give a crap about Logano. I don't even give a crap about his teammate Keselowski. Because at Martinsville, Matt Kenseth got spun by Brad K. So, I have a problem with Penske Racing. And if Penske Racing does not do a thing about this, then why you just let Joey Lagano make all this money by wrecking people? I mean, that's not how NASCAR works. I know it's accidental, but spinning him out to win? I mean, that's just kind of harsh. You should have just let Kenseth win and let him make it into the chase, but no. You had to wreck him and spin him out and took him out of the championship, and you went on to win all 3 races in the second round. And the same thing for Dale Jr. Dale Jr. was like about 100 feet from winning until Logano spoiled the moment and won. So, but you know what? I don't even give a crap about Logano, because Logano is he's just not a race car driver to me. I think he's just a kid just driving like a kid, because he needs to start being manly and start racing more instead of getting married to his wife. Because you know what? I think if I get shot up by this video from him, you know what? So be it. Because you know what? I have no problem having him. I would have NASCAR, just say, you know what? Who needs Logano? Logano was a bad race car driver, and I wonder where he got that from. Maybe he got that from his daddy when he was racing. So, but I don't want Logano and the Logano family going after me. I mean, you need to worry about Logano. You need to start thinking about your championship. That's what you're gonna have to go for. Forget about Kenseth. And you better start racing like a man instead of effing around with your wife. So, if I get in trouble for saying this, I don't care. I'm just saying. I mean, Logano deserved for what he did back in Martinsville, ever since Kansas, and then the same thing in Talladega, and now Martinsville. So you know what? I think this is pretty much going to go into the history books on one of my blasts about on this video of my opinion about Logano. I mean, I'm not going to respect him at all, because he's a terrible racer. He cheats a lot. And you know what? I don't think he shouldn't even be a race car driver. He shouldn't even have a job in NASCAR. He should probably start going back to go-karting, where he should have done many years ago. Or don't race anymore. Just do something else. But you have to remember, and Logano, if you're watching this, I'm going to have to tell you, if you're not going to have respect with Matt Kenseth, then you're not going to have respect for me. Simple as that. So, deal with it. But anyways, now that I got that out of my system, I just want to, But anyways, after when the crash happened, Logano was not happy, and I was surprised that Kenseth almost got beaten up by Logano because of this situation. And this happened again last year. It was all Penske's fault last year. Like, Brad K got into my driver Jeff Gordon, and that's what caused that big, huge confrontation. And that's when all hell broke loose, and then a big, huge brawl in the pit road, when Harvick just pushed Keselowski and said, "You need to fight your own battles," and then all hell broke loose. And that was a few races when Kenseth went after Brad King for hitting him. I think that was at Charlotte. Yeah, it was in Charlotte. And that was absolutely childish for Penske. I don't think the Penske drivers should make money. They should be, they should just find something else to race instead of racing NASCAR. Because you know what? Because if I ever race that sport, which I may not be able to, but if I do, I want to show Logano how a race car driver races. But as a race car driver like Logano, he's a kid, and I don't respect him at all. But anyways, and then after that, with just about a little bit less than the race, was just about done, I realized that Jeff Gordon was the leader. And then and then after, with about the last restart with 2 to go, Jeff had the most incrediblest restart, and he went on to win the race at Martinsville, which I was so happy. I saw the whole thing. I was in tears. I was so happy that Jeff finally got his win, knowing that this is his last shot at a championship, because he's retiring after this year. But it was so emotional. When I say emotional, I was already starting to bawl a little bit, because his whole family was there, knowing that this is his last shot at a championship, because after this year he's hanging up that helmet and that fire suit for the last time. And when he climbs into that race car from one last start, I'm going to be even more emotional. I'm going to be probably crying throughout the entire last race of the season, knowing that this is Jeff's final season. And what an incredible career. 93 wins. Doing really, basically, that's his everyday job, was to race the car, making all this money. And now he's going to carry that, now he's going to pass the torch to Chase Elliott with Napa back in NASCAR. That's pretty awesome. So basically this video is all about NASCAR, you know. And like I said before, you know, I don't care about Lagano. I really don't want to respect him. I don't think he's a good race car driver. I'm just saying I think Lagano needs to start learning more how to drive, because what he did back in Martinsville and Kansas and Talladega and Charlotte, unacceptable, and I will not tolerate it. So if you want to, you know, wreck everybody in your way, Lagano, then do it. But if NASCAR tells you can't do that, you're going to get your butt in trouble. So I suggest you better grow up, man, and get used to those rules. Otherwise, you ain't going to have a job anymore. But anyway, Jeff Gordon ended up winning. So, and this weekend they're heading to Texas, like I said before. And that is also going to be an exciting race. I can't wait. But it's in 2 days, because in 2 days it's going to be very, very, very intense. We know that Jeff's in the Final Four in Homestead, which I'm very happy. Now with only 2 more races, now he can breathe, and now he can worry about Homestead. But now we have Lagano really want his payback to win another race. We also, and I want to give my credit to Kyle Busch. I mean, Kyle Busch, after being out with an injury since Daytona, he still has a shot to make it into the chase if he cannot make one mistake. If he wins either this weekend or the next weekend, I'm going to applaud Kyle Busch for that too, because Kyle is not a quitter. He's a competitor. He does not give up. And I bet you right now, Kyle Busch, if he ever watches this video, hopefully when it'll be uploaded in a few months, when it'll be uploaded hopefully later today, I'm going to tell you, Lagano deserves to have, Kyle Busch deserves to have all the respect that I will give him, not Lagano. Because Lagano was a good teammate with Kyle Busch, because Lagano was very aggressive. And he was an aggressive driver, wrecking Kenseth out of the lead and taking home the checkered flag. I mean, that's just wrong. And I was happy when the fans were cheering on Joey Lagano, because when Lagano got crashed, because you know what? I actually agree with the fans. They should have, that was pretty awesome, and that's what Lagano deserved. But anyway, it's getting very, well, I'm going to have to cut this video short, because right now I'm going to watch my show on right now, and then my mother's going to be home very shortly. But I hope you guys enjoyed what I was talking about. So, and I'll see you guys on my next video, and don't forget to subscribe, and please like and please comment on your opinion of what you think about Joey Lagano and his actions from last week from Kansas And and what do you guys think of the opinion about Kenseth's actions from last week at Martinsville? For those of you that are NASCAR fans, so please give me a comment on your opinion. Make sure it's appropriate. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.